art of leadership is know when to lead and when to follow. When do you step away and let somebody, either a master or somebody better, take over that role?
I recognized I couldn't come into that and march to the head of the room and dictate to people how they were going to make this better. What I had to do was I had to move from being a dictator to being a persuader, and I had to move from being someone who could turn around and know instinctively I had a room full of resources and assets I could immediately pull on and get the job done, to being one where I had to spend my time observing and identifying those resources and assets. Who were the natural leaders for the situation I was facing at the
time? We as a leader is really tapping into that and to channel it and to find the means for the organization to achieve the greatness that they want to be. And as leaders, we've got to adapt to that, because every organization perceives a different greatness for themselves.
The first 6 or 7 years, I was focused on getting the approval and implementing a very large construction program. But the last 3 years or so, as I'm facing also retirement, I've been more focused on succession planning and specifically on mentoring. And I think that's another part of leadership, is mentoring. I know I was mentored. The mentor picked me.
What you're constantly trying to do is make your organization agile and flexible enough to deal with those complexities, to acknowledge, I think what we were hearing from Niels this morning, that life is complex. It throws up lots of surprises, and how do you deal with surprises? You try and prepare for those. You can't prepare systematically. I think that's the big lesson that's come out in what we've heard this morning. The organizations to survive today can't do it by rote. You know, when something happens, you can't pull out a checklist and go 1, 2, 3, and then make your decision. You got to empower people and allow them to make those decisions.
I have an electrician that's out there fixing a light at the end of the runway. There's no camera watching him. There's nobody chasing him. We all can count on that person who has had pride in their work and do it right. He's a why. Because none of us have a camera sitting over our head 24/7 watching everything we do.
I think there are opportunities out there for men and women, and I think a lot of those opportunities really are looking for the right individual with the right characteristics and experience. Man, woman, it really doesn't matter, I think, today.
Everybody have their own style. We're all different individuals. But people are still people. They spend a lot of time at work. We all do. I don't believe we only do it for the money. Because there's many different ways to make money. A lot of us are very proud of what we're doing, on how we're contributing either to their work, to the city, to the country. So I think, if you think that way, complexity, and if you have trust in that they are trying to do the best they can, then they will find ways to deal with the complexity no matter what culture they are.